Now what I have here is a deck of cards, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give them a bit of a mix-up, just to make the deck a bit more random for this trick. And I'll even show you the deck as well, that it is also random. And if the spectator is not satisfied enough, they can even give the deck a few cuts if they ever so desire. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have the spectator call stop whenever they want when I riffle through the cards like that. So let's say they stop right here, okay? We're gonna take a look at the top two cards, and those top two cards will be your cards, okay? So I'm not gonna look. Those are the cards. They'll be posted on the screen if you forget them. So those are the cards that we will be using for the rest of the trick. All right, we're gonna put them back into the middle, okay? And if the spectator wants to mix them in, they can as well. It doesn't matter how much times they cut the deck. It just matters that they cut the deck. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to split this deck into two halves, and the best way to do that is to just deal them out like this. Alright, now the decks are dealt out, and what's going to happen now is I'm going to just shuffle them in a very weird way. We're going to shuffle them up and down just like that. And now the cards are being mixed in up and down just like that in a very messy way. Now what I'm going to do is I want you to think of your cards, okay? I want you to think of your cards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap my fingers. You can actually see that all the cards that are currently face up are all black. You can screenshot this if you want and go through the cards, and you can confirm that these are all black except for one, and that is the Queen of Diamonds. And I bet that was one of your cards. Now you had one more, and now we went to the black side, so let's snap our fingers again. And this time, all these face-up cards are now red with one black card, and that is the Seven of Spades. Just like that. Now that magic trick that I just showed you will take you 5 minutes to learn. It took me 5 minutes to learn. It'll definitely take you 5 minutes to learn. Now if you have any questions about magic tricks and how to perform them, or a certain concept that you want me to go over, leave something down in the comments and I will answer you, and I will do my best to make a video about that concept or question that you have. So make sure you leave something down in the comments, and let's get right into today's tutorial. Now all you need for this trick is a deck of cards, but make sure you have 52 cards in this deck, or else the trick won't work. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your deck of cards with 52 cards in them, and what you're going to do is you're going to put them in alternating order of black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, just like this. I'll give you a moment to pause the video and do that. Now you're going to come up to your spectator and you're going to tell them you're going to mix up the cards, and to do that you're just going to cut the cards just like that, one at a time, and make sure it is one at a time. If you go triple like this, the trick will be messed up and your setup will be messed up. Just make sure you go one at a time. This will not mess up your setup, and your alternating black and red combination will not be messed up. Now in the performance I did some false shuffles and cuts, and if you want to learn how to do that, click the link right here. Now after you're done mixing up the cards, what you're going to do is you're going to say, I'm going to riffle through the cards like this, and if you don't know how to riffle, you can just do that, but you're going to riffle through the cards and you're going to tell the spectator to stop where they want you to stop. Let's say they stop right here. You're then going to say the top two cards that you stopped at will be your cards. Now here's something very important. What you're going to do is you're going to take the top card, and then you're going to slide over the second card. You're going to place this first card under the second card like this. What this does is it reverses the order of the cards, which means that it will get out of the red, black, red, black, red, black, which will be very important for later. Now in the trick you won't look at the cards, but for the tutorial we will. So in this case it is the 6 of clubs and the 3 of diamonds. Okay, so I'll put them on the screen in case you forget them. So those are the cards. Now after these two cards are reversed, what you're going to do is you're going to put them back into the middle where they were from. You can tell the spectator to cut the cards, and they can do this, it doesn't matter. They can do it as many times as they want. Just make sure there's singular cuts like before, otherwise the trick will be ruined. And then what you're going to do is you're going to split the cards into 2 even piles, and you're going to say the best way to do this is to just deal them out. And when you deal them out, make sure you go back and forth just like this. All right, so now after you have these piles right here, what you'll see is because you alternated, you'll actually see a bunch of the same color, except for one card, which will be the spectator's card. This happens because you reverse the card, and instead of a black card going here, it was a red card. And the same goes for this pile right here, like that. The 6 of clubs is the only black card in this red thing, and the 3 of diamonds is the only red card in this black pile. You're obviously not going to tell your audience this because it would mess up the trick. Now what you're going to do now is you're going to say, I'm going to mess up the cards a bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to flip one face up like this, and you're going to riffle shuffle them together. If you don't know how to riffle shuffle, I'd recommend clicking the link right here to learn how to do it. When you riffle shuffle these cards, you want to shuffle them very fast, otherwise they'll see all the black cards in this pack right here. So make sure you shuffle them very fast like this, so they don't see a thing. Now, you're then going to push them in and kind of just say they are now being mixed up into the pile, just like that. Now, you're going to tell the spectator to think of their cards in their mind for a minute. And then after that, you're going to snap your fingers and you're going to spread out the cards, and you're going to say that all these cards are black. The face-up cards are black, except for one, and that is the 3 of diamonds. And I believe that is your card, and they will be absolutely baffled at what you just did. And then you're going to say, wait a minute, that's not it, because you had another card, right? And you're going to snap your fingers. All of these cards will be red, except for one, and that is the 6 of clubs, which is their card. Now, if you're a beginner or magician and just want to learn as much magic tricks as possible, I'd recommend clicking on that video right there. That video is a compilation of most of my videos on this channel. That video teaches 40 magic tricks that I would not want to miss out on. So I'd recommend clicking on that video. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you can stay tuned into more of my content, and have a good day.